Have you ever noticed that your heart races when you pick up your phone and finally see his name appear on the screen? It is a sudden rush of hope. But then, the message is brief, and it is followed by days of absolute silence. You are left standing there, wondering what went wrong. You start questioning yourself, analyzing every little thing you said or did. For women over 55, relationships and dating should not feel like an emotional guessing game. As we get older, we become wiser, we value our peace, and we simply do not have the time for psychological games. Many women assume that his silence means he is just confused or perhaps intimidated by a strong woman. But the truth is, no matter how much a man tries to hide it, his actions speak louder than our excuses for him. He is not shy, he is not overwhelmed, he is giving you attention without intention. He is feeding you just enough crumbs of affection to keep you waiting in the wings. This is an emotional manipulation, and today we are going to break that illusion and take your power back. You deserve better.
Consider the story of a woman named Eleanor. She's 58 years old, an intelligent, resilient, and deeply caring woman. Like many of us in this beautiful chapter of life, she spent decades taking care of everyone else, perhaps raising children, navigating a long marriage, or building a career. Now that she is an empty nester, she is stepping back into the dating world. She is not looking for games. She simply wants to build a peaceful, emotional legacy with a reliable partner. She craves genuine emotional intimacy. Then, she met a man who seemed so wonderfully attentive. Every single morning, without fail, her phone would light up with a message. "Good morning, beautiful," he would write. For a woman who has felt invisible for a while, that simple text is a powerful hit of dopamine. It makes you feel desired and alive again. But very quickly, a painful and confusing pattern set in. Whenever Eleanor gathered the courage to suggest a real date, like a quiet Sunday coffee, he would instantly retreat. He would reply with, "I would love to, but I am completely swamped with work this week." This is exactly how cognitive dissonance takes hold of your mind. Eleanor felt a deep conflict inside her soul. Her intuition, that powerful instinct we earn through decades of life experience, was screaming that something was wrong. It recognized his nonchalance as a massive warning sign. But her heart desperately wanted to believe his sweet words. Because she had already invested her emotional energy, she started to justify his actions. She convinced herself that he was just a hard-working man under a lot of stress. She ignored his hidden motives and chose to wait just a little bit longer. She unknowingly compromised her own self-worth just to keep feeling that tiny spark of connection. But living on hope and daily text messages is not a relationship. It is a waiting room. And there are specific tactics these men use to keep you trapped in that room. Stop chasing.
The first sign: flirty texts with zero follow-through. Many women assume that receiving a flirty text every morning means the relationship is moving forward. Let us explore this first hidden tactic. He sends you sweet, playful messages. He tells you how much he wishes you were right there next to him, but he never actually makes a solid plan to see you. Let us look at Susan. She is 60 years old, and she spent a whole month texting a charming man. They shared so many little details about their days, but every time she hinted at meeting for dinner, he became incredibly vague. From a psychological perspective, this creates a powerful illusion of progress. You feel like you are building real emotional intimacy because your phone is always buzzing. But the truth is, you are just running on an emotional treadmill. You are putting in all the effort, but you are not actually going anywhere. His silent actions reveal his true motives. He wants the warmth of your attention, but he refuses to take real action. This is where you must stand firm in your self-worth. There is a very clear boundary we must set. If you have been chatting with a man for 2 to 4 weeks and he has not made a real effort to see you in person, it is time to let him go. Do not accept his nonchalance. You are the prize.
The second sign: the backup plan communication. Have you ever noticed that his communication follows a very specific and predictable schedule? During the week, when life is structured and busy, he is completely silent. But then, late on a Friday night or a lonely Sunday evening, your phone lights up. He asks, "What are you doing?"
Many of us, especially after spending years building our lives and raising families, might mistake this for spontaneous romance. I recently spoke with a woman named Linda. She is 62 years old. Every Friday night, she would receive a sweet text from David asking if she was awake. She thought he was finally missing her after a long week. But behavioral science shows a much harsher reality. This is the backup plan communication. It is not an instinctive reaction of love. It is the behavior of a man whose primary options for the evening have fallen through. When plan A and plan B do not work out, he reaches out to you to fill his empty space. He uses your genuine desire for a deep bond to cure his temporary boredom. Allowing this pattern deeply damages your self-worth, because a man who truly values you will never treat you like an afterthought. He will secure his place in your weekend long before Friday arrives. But what happens when he actually does something surprisingly romantic, just to disappear again?
The third sign, mixed signals and collecting brownie points. Studies have shown that this exact behavior creates a powerful psychological trap. It is known as the slot machine effect. Picture Martha. She is 59 years old. After days of absolute silence, the man she was seeing suddenly sent her a beautiful old song. He told her it reminded him of her smile. That tiny romantic gesture felt like winning a jackpot. It gave her a sudden rush of hope and a false sense of emotional closeness. But the psychological reality is, he was simply collecting brownie points. He used that one sweet moment to buy her patience and excuse his nonchalance for the next 10 days. These hidden patterns are designed to keep you addicted to the highs and lows. You end up tolerating his coldness because you are waiting for the next romantic crumb. But a confident woman does not settle for mixed signals. So, how does he explain his constant absence? The fourth sign, using too busy as a shield. Most people misunderstand the reality of a chaotic schedule. In our 50s and 60s, we all have full lives. We have grown children, established routines, and countless responsibilities. But we must shatter the myth of being too busy. Look at Robert. He was charming, but he constantly told Margaret that his work schedule was just too demanding. He used his busy life as a protective shield. Experts recognize this as a brilliant manipulation tactic. Being busy is never an absolute fact. It is simply a matter of priority. When a man has genuine intentions, he will move mountains to see you. He will find a way to schedule a quick coffee just to look into your eyes. But a breadcrumber uses his calendar to completely avoid real emotional intimacy. These are instinctive actions designed to keep you at a safe distance. Accepting this nonchalance will only drain your spirit. A woman who respects her own time knows that a man's effort reflects his interest. He will notice, and this leads us to the rare moments when he actually does talk to you. The fifth sign, creating counterfeit closeness. Have you ever wondered if, when he finally does reach out, what are you actually talking about? Many of us crave deep connection after years of giving ourselves to our families, so we mistake his daily chatter for real emotional depth. Take Patricia. She is 61 years old. He would text her every day about what he ate for lunch or complain about a frustrating coworker. She loved being his safe place. But relationship experts call this counterfeit closeness. He is sending you emotional junk mail. He happily soaks up your comfort and soothing energy. He wants the girlfriend experience. But notice his underlying patterns when you try to go deeper. If you ask about his deep fears, his past wounds, or your shared future, he completely shuts down. He demands the privileges of a devoted partner, but refuses to pay the price of true vulnerability. This emotional nonchalance is a trap. When you embrace your true value, you understand that true connection requires mutual risk. Do not let him use your warmth while keeping his own heart locked away. Protect your peace. But what happens when you finally try to make a real plan? The sixth sign, last-minute cancellations. Imagine you are at the end of an afternoon getting ready, feeling excited to finally see him. This happened to Barbara. She is 64 years old. She bought a beautiful new dress for their Friday dinner. But just an hour before, he texted her that something came up. Many women assume that emergencies happen to everyone, and that is true. But a deeper look reveals a crucial difference between an excuser and a problem solver. A man who truly values your connection will instantly offer a solution. He will say, "I am so sorry. Can we please make it up this Sunday?" But a man who is breadcrumbing simply drops a quick apology. He leaves the future completely open. He relies on his nonchalance, forcing you to do the heavy lifting of rescheduling. These actions clearly show that he does not respect your time. A woman who protects her peace never accepts a last-minute cancellation without a solid alternative plan. Because leaving you in the dark is just another way to avoid the future. Speaking of the future, how does he talk about where this is going?
The seventh sign, the living in the moment illusion. The truth is, no matter how much a man tries to hide it, his stance on the future reveals everything. When a man says he just wants to live in the moment, it sounds wonderfully spontaneous. After decades of planning for our families, this carefree attitude can feel like a breath of fresh air. Let me share the story of Nancy. She is 63 years old. The man she was dating would always say, "Let us not use labels. Let us just see where this goes." She romanticized his words, but the harsh reality strips away this illusion. When a man refuses to define the relationship, he is making a very clear choice. He is rejecting responsibility and protecting his right to walk away without guilt. His nonchalance is not a sign of a free spirit. It is a calculated defense mechanism designed to avoid true emotional intimacy. These unspoken rules allow him to enjoy your companionship while keeping his options open. A woman who understands her true value does not build a home in a temporary space. Because if he only wants you for today, he does not truly value you for tomorrow. Choose yourself. So, how do you actually confront a man who is playing these games?
I understand, because I have heard this question countless times from women. After spending decades managing households and nurturing families, we simply do not have the energy for drama or anger. You do not need to start a fight. Instead, you just need to question the crumbs. Consider Catherine. She is 60 years old. When the man she was seeing finally texted her after a week of silence, she did not send a long, emotional paragraph. She simply shifted her mindset from seeking approval to assessing fit. She replied with a calm and powerful statement. She typed, "I am surprised to hear from you. It seems we are looking for different things right now." That is it. No anger, no demands, just pure self-worth. Now pay close attention to his instinctive reaction. If he quietly disappears or sends a defensive reply, let him go. You have just dodged a bullet. His underlying actions confirm that he was never capable of a genuine emotional bond. But if he immediately calls you, apologizes, and asks to see you that exact weekend, you have successfully broken his nonchalance. You have taken back control of the dynamic. But taking back control is only the first step.
For women over 55, we realize that our time and emotional energy are our most valuable assets. You must completely stop acting like an unpaid therapist for a man who refuses to grow up. When you fully embrace the Queen's mindset, you protect your peace at all costs. You realize that your intuition is a powerful, data-driven asset. If a relationship feels like a constant struggle for his attention, it is simply not meant for you. You deserve a love that makes you feel cherished, respected, and secure. You do not build a beautiful emotional legacy by settling for a man who only visits when it is convenient for him. Always remember your deep self-worth. You are the prize. It is time to stop chasing and start choosing. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever noticed these breadcrumbing signs in a man before? What was the exact moment you realized he was just giving you crumbs instead of his heart? Please share your story in the comments below. Your experience and your wisdom might be exactly what another woman needs to read today. If you found this video helpful, do not forget to like and subscribe for more insights on relationships and human behavior. Thank you for watching, and remember, walking away from a man who gives you mixed signals is never a loss. It is a beautiful liberation. I will see you in the next video.